What's up, dudes? So this video is going to be a little bit different from what you've been accustomed to seeing on my channel. The namesake of this channel is actually from my book. Probably wouldn't know by looking at me, but I'm a writer. I enjoy writing. It's like my passion, my hobby. It's everything that I want to do. And I do have one book published so far. I've got a follow-up coming, and then a fantasy novel that I'm working on. But the book that I have published is Morally Gray by Chuck Montgomery, and it's a collection of poetry and song lyrics. I've been writing since I was 12, and it used to be just poetry, and then I moved on into song lyrics as I got older, and I love writing songs. Basically, I can drive down the road and I don't even listen to the radio. I sing my own songs, and I love it, you know. So the reason for this video is just to kind of give you an idea on what I'm trying to do. I write the songs, but that's all I do. I'm a lyricist. I don't compose music. I don't sing. Well, I can sing, but it's not all that great. And I can't play an instrument to save my life, and I've tried, and it's rough. So with that, the songs I'll be putting them up on my channel. So basically, what I'm looking for is somebody to collaborate with. I can give the words and the rhythm. I just need somebody that can actually compose the music. I know it's normally done the other way around, but hey, if it could work for Elton John, it could work for me. Yeah, as far as songwriting goes, just a caveat. So the songs that I've written, you could typically say that they're country. I mean, I'm a country boy. I grew up on a farm out in bumfuck Texas. Cows, horses, chickens, guineas, pigs, rabbits, goats. Man, I had everything. So I mean, I grew up listening to country. Johnny Cash, Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Randy Travis Tritt. I mean, that was it. I mean, I didn't start listening to rock and roll, until I got into high school, and then it was starting off with Queen, Aerosmith, Black Sabbath. Those were kind of the main ones. But the whole way growing up, it was just country. I didn't listen to any rock and roll. So that's kind of where I went, and so most of my songs are going to have kind of a country vibe to them. Some of them could probably get turned into kind of like a rock song of some sort. But I'm always open to suggestions and whatever. So I'll be posting these songs in separate videos. Just try not to judge me by my singing, because I suck and I do not want to be a singer. I just want to be a writer. That's all I want. I do not want to be a singer, a musician, none of that. That's just not my thing. So if you want to critique it, critique it on the viability of it actually being a song. That would be helpful. But just saying, hey, you can't sing for shit, that doesn't really help me. And if you are like a composer of music, if you can put something together, give me a shout. You can reach me at morallygraycreations@gmail.com. I've got that account set up so that, you know, I can correspond with folks that would like to collaborate with possibly turning my lyrics into proper songs. Just be aware that I travel a lot. I'm out of the country quite a bit. There are times where I will not have access to internet at all. So if it takes a little while for me to get back to you, rest assured, I'll eventually get back to you. If you send me spam, I'll create a voodoo doll and stick needles in it day in and day out. Jerks. So I'm only going to put up maybe about 3 or 4 songs, and that's only because those are already published in my in my book. I've got some others that are done that I can post, but I'm waiting until I finish the next volume of my Morally Gray series, and get it published, get it out there, copyrighted, all that BS. And then once I've done that, then I'll put those online as well. If you hear the songs and you like them and you want to actually see the lyrics and read, you know, like some of my other writings and stuff, my book is for sale on Amazon under, again, Morally Gray, by Chuck Montgomery. It's like $3, $2.99, whatever. If you're like part of the Amazon library thing, I think it's like $10 a month, and you can just read whatever books you want on there. My book is signed up for that, so you can read it for free if you're doing the whole Amazon library thing. I'm not trying to sell you the book. I put the book out so that, you know, friends and family could access it. So if you want it, go for it. If you don't, fair enough. You know, the songs that I like the most out of there, or most of them, I'll be putting up on this channel. So, I mean, if you do like what you hear, but you don't want to pay for the book, cheapskate, you know, you can still hear some of the stuff on here, and I won't hold it against you. So again, if you like the songs that I put up, you know, just let me know. And if you don't like them, just tell me what's wrong with them. If you just don't like them, then, I mean, fair enough. And to be honest, it's taken me a long time to get to this point. I always had a problem with putting my music and my poetry and stuff out there in public. It's almost like if you wrote a diary or a journal and somebody published it and put it in the public's eyes, I mean, you could be decimated, you know. Those are like your personal thoughts and feelings, and, you know, and that's what my poetry is. That's kind of what my songs are. Sure, some of it's fiction that you just come up with and you get a good rhyme and you just go with it, but, you know, there's a lot of truth in there. And I won't say how much, but, you know, a substantial portion of what you read that I write is an actual thought or action that you know, I'd taken at some point. So, you know, it's kind of like you're just ripping out your soul and just putting it there on display. So It's been tough. I didn't let anybody read my poetry for years. And I held on to those. I mean, like, I had my Kung Fu death grip on those. Nobody was getting their hands on my poetry. And, I mean, this is, some of these, like, these are my poetry notebooks. Up until I actually started using them on a computer, or writing on my iPad and stuff like that. But, you know, some of these go back to 1992. So I've been writing for quite some time, and every one of these books has a warning. To take a page of my life is to take the rest of yours. Basically, you take my poetry book and I'll kill you. So I was always very serious about my books. And basically where this is going is that if my writing can work out well enough, I would like to do it as a profession. I've never really liked doing what I do, but I gotta put food on the table somehow. And, you know, maybe one day if my writings can give me enough of an income, then perhaps I can get out of all this travel and being away from my family, and I can do what I'm passionate about instead of what's necessitated of me. So that's about it. Like I said, if you want to collaborate, if you want to do something with it, let me know. morallygraycreations@gmail.com. I'll have the email written down below in the comment or in the description. I'll also put a link to my Amazon site for the book if you want to buy the book, or read it through the lending library. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. I'll put up the videos, see what you think about them, and hopefully somebody out there comes along and we can make some music happen. Just don't judge me by my voice, please. I'm telling you as a disclaimer, I'm not hiding it. I am not a singer. So, don't hold that against me. Otherwise, take a look. Let me know. Thanks.